Once again, it's that time, that good time, to get real with Ronald E. Smith. And my guest today, as she prepares for her fight this Friday at Bellator 262, preparing for her big fight. And who could I be talking with? I'm talking with the number 2 ranked featherweight in Bellator, Arlene Blencowe. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
So to just talk about yourself, for just preparing for your fight against Dayana Silva, she's unranked, and you just came up a fight with Cyborg. Was this something that you were preparing for, or was this the opponent that you were hoping for something else?
No, I wasn't sure who I was going to be matched against, to be honest. It doesn't surprise me that she has or had accepted the fight, or was offered the fight, or has taken the fight, which however it came about. She took on Julia Budd, who's the number 1 fighter. So the girl's got guts. She's not afraid to be an unranked fighter. She's coming in to prove a point. So, she went well with Julia. Split decision losses, pretty close, as I should know. But yeah, she's going to take on me. Unfortunately, it's not going to go her way, but you got to give props to her. You come in and fight number 1 and 2. She'll go well against the rest of the division. There's girls in the division that she'll be able to fight, and she will be a ranked fighter eventually, for sure.
It's also those battles with those unranked fighters, because they go with nothing to lose, and with you and a lot of ranked fighters, you all have the mission to keep growing, to want to get that shot again. So for you, is it a risk to put yourself in that position for someone who has nothing to lose?
Well, this is the thing. When being number 2, the job is, well, obviously I want to be number 1 and eventually the champion, but you make it to the top and it's your job to stay there. For me now, apart from fighting Julia and Chris, everybody underneath me is below me, and anyone underneath me is a risk, and they should be wanting to take my spot. I did the same thing when I was up and coming. I was once an unranked fighter and I was fighting the big names. So, I worked hard over these past few years to get to where I am. So, I think she's making smart decisions in her career. I don't know if maybe taking a fight with me after a loss to Julia was maybe her smartest choice. Maybe she should have taken a lower ranked fighter just to get the win and then come in. But, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we've got a fight book for Friday. Rankings don't matter. It's 2 people inside that cage fighting. She likes to throw down. I love to throw down. And that's all that matters.
How you've grown in your career. Just to pause and look where you are now. How proud are you from where you started to where you are right now in your fighting career?
Without swearing, I'm pretty effing proud.
Oh man, you're going straight red R. Okay.
I often don't give myself enough praise for how hard I've worked over the years to get to where I am. But yeah, I started my career at 26 years old as an amateur boxer. At that time, juggling 2 kids, a full-time job, and was a single mum. So juggling a household and doing all of that. So, 2 years into my amateur career, turning professional, becoming a world champion boxer, starting my MMA career from scratch. All I knew how to do was throw punches. I wasn't a kicker. I had no idea when it came to wrestling, and definitely no idea when it came to jiu-jitsu. But, I made the right career choices, trained where I could train and get things going. My personal life's a lot better. My kids are older now. I've got a supportive partner. But I've just literally finished a 2-week fight camp at Jackson Wink, training with the best fighters in the world, the best coaches in the world, and, had a solid fight camp. And, yeah, to be where I am right now in my career, it's amazing. And yeah, it's something that I've sat back and I've definitely reflected on throughout my fight camp, with just how far I've come in my fight career and in life itself.
Just juggling 2 kids at such a young age while also considering your career is hard. It's never easy, but you were able to pull through with it. So can you just elaborate, how was that for your children going through this adventure and this journey with you?
I only recently reshared a picture the other day. My first boxing fight. My son was still in nappies, and they're in the ring post fight with me, and my daughter's only 7. So at the time, he's on my hip and she's standing beside me, and I just commented saying, like, it's been a journey, and it has. I've been on this journey, but really my whole family's been on this journey. The kids have grown up and sacrificed a lot too. You know, they've spent afternoons in the gym with me, you know, eating dinner out of Tupperware containers, or you know, spending their weekend driving to fight shows, and you know, they've been a part of it. But in saying that, they've learnt so much themselves that I know that they're taking into their own personal life. You know, I've got my daughter that's at university at the moment, who's just messaged me the other day saying she got 2 high distinctions in her half-yearly exam. So that's massive for me. Like, you know, I've pat myself on the back, you know, in amongst all my crazy life, I've raised 2 kids that are doing awesome things themselves. My son's youth academy soccer, that's you know, in the best club within Australia, and you know, he got selected for that, and he trains hard as well. So I know that I've instilled values in them that they're carrying on in their own lives.
And one last thing I would love to ask for you, because I know that for you, whenever you fight, and whenever you either be before your fights or after the fight, you love to do a prayer just for not only yourself, but your opponent. So if you could just tell me, what does your faith mean to you?
Well, he's looking down on us at the moment. Like, I feel like everything in my life, even the hard lessons, that I've had some very, very hard lessons, and I've been in some horrible, horrible spots in my life, but it's shaped me to be the person that I am today, and it's made me stronger. And you know, I always like to give thanks for that, because you know, sometimes through those hard times, you sort of sit there and think, you know, why me, and you know, down in the dumps and this and that. But I know why I was given all of those you know, lessons, and I am the person that I am today. And I give thanks for, you know, being able to get through those moments too, and yeah, just for the beautiful life that I've been given. I feel like I'm very blessed.
There is a message that you can send to people who go with you at your experience of starting a sport late and feeling that it is too late for me. I won't be able to catch up. I won't be able to follow and make it to where I want to be. What can you tell them that it's not too late and you can do it?
Well, I'm living proof, but yeah, just to have belief in it. Like, my biggest thing too, yeah, obviously just get in and start. Starting it's better than not starting it. Obviously for me, like say with boxing, my goal was to be an Olympian, which is a huge goal. And I focused a lot on that without realizing that it's all the little steps and lessons and experiences and memories that you make along the way. So it's not necessarily just the end goal. So by just at least starting, you're building, giving yourself something, you're building memories, rather than just sitting back and living a life of regret. I just think I often think about what it would have been like if at 26 I had been like, no, I'm too old and just didn't start, and what I would be doing with my life right now. So I'm so grateful that I had people around me that supported me. I had enough faith in myself to get going, and obviously even more so to keep going over the years. But yeah, I would just definitely say to people that you don't want to live a life of regret.
What is your prediction for your fight this Friday?
There's a few little combinations that we've been working on in training, and I'm landing them in sparring with various different opponents. So yeah, a nice little 3-punch kick combination. Take down and choke her out. Who knows?
And this is why you better check this fight out. My name is Ronald E. Smith. This right here is Arlene Blencowe. Check her fight out on Bellator 262 this Friday, showtime. And if you didn't know about it, I think we just got real. Thank you. And
Thank you.